Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report, because without you guys, this just doesn't work. And don't worry, Michael's okay. I know some of you guys said that Michael looked like he was ready to jump out of the car today when I was going off on my rant and stuff, but no, he's cool. He understands. I'm just very, very passionate about everything I do, especially the Dallas Cowboys. But guys, if you're home, don't have to drive any place, sit down. If you got a Jobu shot glass, pour yourself a refill. We have talked about this ad nauseum. We have divided the fans, the team, and everything on this situation. When I talk to you guys, I try to use what's happened in the past to see how it equates with what's going on today. In pretty much every situation, there's nothing new. It's the same stuff that goes on over and over again. And when you don't learn from the past, you are destined to repeat it again. Dez Bryant situation. I believe that before the OTA start on the 16th, that Dez Bryant won't be a Dallas Cowboy anymore. We've talked about this. I've given you reasons why. Don't think that I am a hater of Dez Bryant, because I'm not. I've given you guys all the reasons why it makes sense. I've given you reasons why it doesn't make sense. But unfortunately, the reasons why it makes sense outweigh the ones that it doesn't. Great number one wide receivers don't have a great track record of getting you Super Bowls. Having a lot of overpaid talent doesn't win you Super Bowls. The teams that go to the Super Bowls very rarely are in cap hell. New England every year is in the freaking Super Bowl. Have you ever heard about them strapped for cash? Having a lot of Pro Bowl players doesn't get you to the Super Bowl. It's not about 6, 7, 8 good guys. It's about 53 that play together as a team. Reasons why I think that it's done, it's money. You've got 53 guys you got to pay, and 10% of the money's going to one guy. But it's not just him. There's a lot of people that are making a lot of money. The team has to get their financial house in order, and that causes pain. But when I look at Stephen Jones and his mannerism, and I know he's saying Jerry Jones is going to talk with Dez Bryant about the situation. It's his call. And now that I'm seeing Mike Fisher who threw me under the bus with the Earl Thomas thing, if you look at Mike Fisher's change, there's some news out there that's not getting shared around. There's some knowledge of what's going on. Mike Fisher and Brian Broaddus and those guys have been adamant that Dez Bryant will be back, but now their tone has changed. They've gotten privy to some inside information that things are going to change. And we know that there is a power struggle inside there about Dez Bryant. I believe Scott Linehan wants Dez Bryant gone. I believe Dak Prescott may want Dez gone too. And the way the team, and don't please, you know what, I love doing this. But don't give me hate. I'm just trying to call it as it is, as I see it. But the reality is, when Dez Bryant's in there, you have to call the game differently. You have to go for Dez Bryant to keep his head in the game. Teams know this. So teams are going to try and make sure that they cover Dez Bryant in the beginning. They're going to make sure that he doesn't get a chance. They're going to make sure that he gets flustered. So he has a meltdown. They know that your quarterback is going to try and appease him, trying to get him the ball and get him involved. So you've got two things that are fighting against you. They're going to try and make sure that Dez Bryant doesn't get involved early, and you've got your team trying to get Dez Bryant involved early, which means the other guys and the rest of the team is being neglected, and other plays that are possible are not being tried. I know you need a big guy. We do. But what you really need is you need speed. You need a guy who will stretch the field. It will open it up. If a team has to worry about a guy that's got 4.3 speed that's on the outside going to the house and being wide open, we got to think about that guy, which means you got the safety coming over there to try and have to help out. When you have money and draft picks to draft an offensive lineman to make sure your offensive line is blowing open holes for Zeke Elliott, that means that safety is going to have to be in the box to try and help stop that. Well, guess what? That safety can't cover everything, and it opens things up. So it's about realizing who is going to make the team better. Is it better spending $16 million on one guy, or is it better to get three guys that are depth that can play on the defense, that can fill in? And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, the Cowboys are thinking we're better off going young. The thing that bothers me about this whole situation is the way the Cowboys go about doing business. If this power struggle has been going on for as long as it has, this should have been done a while ago. Either you welcome him back and say you're part of our team when free agency starts, or when free agency starts, you say, hey, we appreciate it. Go ahead, fly, be free. Go to where you want. But at this point, picking where he wants to go, not that many options. You could have cut him earlier and still made him a June 1st cut. If you're going to keep him, then you should have let him know we're going to keep you, so that way he's feeling good about being back here on the team. Either way, it's bad. They did the same thing with Orlando Scandrick. Nobody was going to trade for Orlando. They're going to wait you out. In the same way, nobody was going to trade for Tony Romo. They were going to wait you out, but he retired and found a better gig. I don't like the way we hold on to guys. They did the right thing with DeMarcus Ware when they let him go. They let him go before free agency started. Best of luck and things. This way they've been dangling has just been too ugly, and it's just been bad. And it just makes us look like a dysfunctional organization. People aren't going to like what I'm saying right here, but guys, all the evidence of what's going on has been right there in front of us. Stephen Jones hasn't had very much nice to say about Dez Bryant. This whole destroying Dez Bryant in the media. Lack of support from the team. The talks of pay cut. When a team talks about you taking a pay cut, that's their way of saving face. The NFLPA doesn't want players to take pay cuts. How many times you hear about guys saying, okay, I'll take less money to stay there? More times than not, you'll see them actually take less money going someplace else. And teams know this. So that's why they'll go ahead and say, hey, we tried to make a deal. We wanted him to stay, but he didn't want to take a pay cut. Well, I don't want to take a pay cut. You don't want to take a pay cut. Why should he have to take a pay cut? Is everybody on the team taking a pay cut? Oh, just me? Oh, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. So, guys, don't be mad at me. I'm just bringing you guys what I know and what I believe. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu, and we'll see you guys later. 2 weeks and counting until the draft.
Hello, friends. Cowboy Jobu here with an unsolicited opinion on the Jobu wings. You were saying about the wings?
The wings are the best I've ever had.
Okay, well, we've been passing out our recipe. If you actually look on our YouTube channel, we have all the recipes for all this stuff on here.
With the women, with the ladies.
You know that. Okay, slide in a little bit here. Okay, all right, so on 3, James, get in there, man. Okay, we're gonna do How About Them Cowboys. Okay, all right, everybody, on 3, How About Them Cowboys. 1, 2, 3.